Announcement time, people. The International Conference on Men's Issues is indeed a go for August 16th to 18th, 2019. And it's returning to North America. And it will be hosted by the Honey Badgers in association with A Voice for Men and Justice for Men and Boys. Please ignore the sound of my dogs. Anyway, we picked a great location for travelers near and far. It's close to International Hub O'Hare Airport in Chicago, Illinois. And we also found an incredible venue that can offer us a huge amount of space that we need to expand the conference in ways that we wanted to this year that we have never been able to do before. Not only can the space handle many more attendees than previous events, we're also hoping to mix up the program by adding panel discussions and workshops to the standard presentation fare of past conferences. And Allison's even got her sights set on an exhibit room with a sort of theme of men's rights, past, present, and future. So maybe going all the way back to, the 1800s and some of the smaller men's rights movements, protest groups against bachelor taxes and things like that. So should be fun and educational. And we're also going to have plenty of space for book signings and merchandise sales by presenters and featured guests. So it's going to be bigger than it's ever been before. And if that's not enough, we're also planning on having 2 simultaneous streams of content. Other conferences I've been to before, you kind of have to pick and choose what speeches you want to watch, what panel discussions you want to watch, because there's maybe even sometimes 5 or 6 of them going on all at the same time. Well, we're going to have 2. One's going to be for the traditional men's rights palette, to people with that taste. And the other is going to be under the broader umbrella of the culture wars, which kind of overlaps with men's rights in all kinds of ways. From censorship and deplatforming to increasing polarization of the political sphere to dogmatic intersectionality, fake news, ongoing corruption of academia, all of that stuff, right? So we've got a number of speakers confirmed already. We're reaching out to more as we speak. And we will be featuring 3 keynote speakers. The first of which we can confirm is the wonderful, lovely, sardonic, pocket-sized lioness, I guess, really, when you think about that mane of hers, Professor Janice Fiamengo. Of course, Mike Buchanan and Paul Elam and other familiar faces will be there, myself included, as well as some new ones like Dr. Sean T. Smith, who is a psychologist who wrote a book called The Tactical Guide to Women, and also Dr. Dawn Dutton, and the Lighthouse Project's Diana Davison, she's just done some amazing work over the last year or 3 in regard to false allegations. And if that weren't enough, we can actually take some of the guesswork out of your hands. In previous years, our venues have always been kept top secret, up until shortly before the conference. We would only specify the general neighborhood in order to avoid ending up deplatformed. And this left some people who booked their own accommodations in advance walking quite a ways to get to and from their digs and the event. So this year, we are offering an accommodations included ticket option. We located a 4-star hotel with excellent customer reviews. It's within an easy 3-minute walk from the conference space. And they're also giving us a tidy group discount on guest rooms, so we're able to pass on that savings to attendees. You would actually be hard-pressed to find anything cheaper in the area, even if you go like Motel 6 style, cheap, because of this discount that we got for booking, for promising to take up so many rooms. And you won't have to worry about deciding whether to schlep or Uber yourself to the event every morning. We've got that taken care of. You'll be able to make a cup of that crappy Keurig coffee in your hotel room, and it'll still be too hot to drink by the time you actually make it to the conference. So, isn't that excellent? And no, we're not going to tell you where the hotel is until the last possible minute, because reasons. And of course, like previous ICMIs, there will be at least one catered event where attendees who opt in to that option are going to be able to rub elbows with speakers and honored guests and all of those kinds of people. We haven't decided yet whether it's going to be a sit-down dinner or a cocktail and hors d'oeuvre party. They cost roughly the same depending on what kinds of things that you want to have catered. So it might be as little as $5 per guest difference between a cocktail hour and a sit down dinner. So it'll just depend on how many people opt in and whether we can fit enough banquet tables in the available space for everyone. So time will tell. But the catering menu looks really good, even for picky eaters like me, and either way, there's going to be plenty to drink. For those who don't opt for this, there are tons of other dining options nearby, including a number of hotel restaurants and a steakhouse, a barbecue place, a vegetarian place, a German place, even a Hooters. And as always, there will be the ubiquitous spontaneous gatherings after hours in one local place or another, usually within easy walking distance, organized on the fly. Those kinds of things have become a staple of ICMI. And as many have noted, it's often these smaller after hours impromptu gatherings that, those are the things that create so many fond memories for people who attend. So I vote for Hooters. And it was at one of those spontaneous gatherings that I was actually interviewed by Cassie J for the Red Pill in 2014, well after midnight in a hotel lobby bar, as conference speakers or organizers and attendees of the very first ICMI made all kinds of happy, boisterous noise in the background after a successful day of presentations. So it really is all about coming together. And it's not just about the presentations, it's about being in one space and being able to just be around people who, I guess, feel the same way that you do about these issues. It's been a bumpy road thus far putting this event together, which is why we're a bit late in announcing. We've had some stumbling blocks and pitfalls, including having 2 venues back out on us after weeks of back and forth contractual negotiation. One of them was because a bigger group wanted the space, or was maybe willing to pay more for it. So, but now we have our contract signed. Everything's good to go from this point on. We're anticipating nothing but smooth sailing, and we are expecting this year's conference to be the best yet. So to book a ticket, go to icmi.info, select the option you want. Remember, if you're coming as a couple or you're happy to share a room with somebody and arrange that between yourselves, you only need to purchase one accommodations ticket and one regular ticket. So VIP tickets to the catered event will also include some free swag. And you can choose 3 nights, Thursday night to Sunday morning, or 4 nights, Thursday night to Monday morning. Just, depending on when you anticipate flying out. If you want to stay and socialize all night into the small hours of Sunday morning, or Monday morning, I guess, and then fly out on Monday rather than flying out on Sunday evening. You can also choose an add more nights option if you want to hang around for a while before or after and you don't want to move hotels. What will happen is a reservation will be made in your name for the nights that you want, and then you will have to confirm that at some point prior to the conference, because we don't have a discount on rooms for other nights other than Thursday to Sunday. And so all of that, if you choose the more nights option, you just have to message us and we'll get you sorted out there. And just keep in mind, you won't get the discount on those extra nights. So I guess that's it for me. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Go to icmi.info and have a look at our speakers roster so far. And just know that we're adding more people all the time. And there you go. I guess I will see you in August in Chicago. Bye. Yeah, close your door so that the mic doesn't pick up your farts.